Hello, everyone. Welcome to DougNutGames. My name is Doug, and this is Stationeers. Welcome back. Welcome back. Or welcome if this is your first time joining us. Welcome. I apologize in advance for all the nonsense that is about to transpire. There's going to be nonsense. There always is. I'm okay with that. My aim is to have fun, not do it perfectly. And I pretty much achieve that every time. At least I'm not doing it perfectly. Mostly have a lot of fun too. So yeah, but if you do enjoy today's episode, please consider a sub and a like. It sure helps me out. Hopefully it would help you out as well. Kind of keep you in the loop when new stuff comes out, if that is of interest. Okay, so I'm going to have a little bit of a warning here. I keep saying that I'm not going to be doing this regularly, and yet it seems to be that the episodes are coming out on a regular kind of rotation. That is going to start to slow. So if I don't get the next episode out there at the regular time that I've been putting this out, like every 4 days, don't worry. I am going to continue. I just may not hit my dates. It might slide a little bit. So yeah, that's that. Okay, I think that's about it. I want to get going on this greenhouse today. So we've got a lot of stuff to do here in order to make that happen. And the first thing probably is we're going to need... I won't need an APC for this side. I'll need an APC for the other side. I think... No, you know what? I'm going to bring an APC. Yes, I will need 2 APCs. Okay, so first off, why do you keep leaving the power on? That is just not a good idea. So let's see. No, we want. It's down here, isn't it? Area power controller. Kind of want a couple of those. We're going to need iron, copper, and solder, eh? There's our solder. There's our copper. And I'm going to put a few things in there. And iron. Iron is in here. Got to get into the habit of putting those handles up because I like to load stuff in there and then it just pops out and it's no good. And the second one, we're going to pop you. Nope. I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to put you there. And we'll put you there. And we'll pop those ones open. Like so. And now we need to run power to that. Do we have enough? For not even a chance. Not a chance in the world that will be enough. So, cable. We've got lots in there. Let you start to produce. Okay. Yeah, I want to get a couple of batteries. A couple of large batteries. Why is that not on? I don't know. I'm going to grab that. And we're going to grab some wire cutters. So this What have I got directly above this? Space. Yay! Look at that. That's fantastic. So, let's see. What we'll do is we'll come like this. Now, where do I want that to come up? I think I want to come up this way. So we will go here and then go up there. Yeah, that'll work good. Oh my. Let's stop this, shall we? Stop this nonsense. Hopefully that'll be enough, though. Batteries. I want 2. I want 2 large batteries, please, and thank you. Pop you right in here. And pop you. Right here. Flip those ones on. Let's go and see if we can wire this up. Whoops. Okay. Well, this isn't too bad. Nope. Wrong. That's pre-battery. That's not what I want to do at all. Screwed up. So what we want to do is we want to extend this. There we go. Now what's going on with this one? How come you're the odd one out there without hardly any charge? I don't know. Bizarre. Anyway. So that will complete that. We're going to need a lot more of that stuff. This stuff. Give me lots and lots. I don't have a lot of copper. Uh-oh. I don't have a lot of copper. I don't have any stored. I've got nickel stored. We'll get down to 25. Hopefully that's going to be enough to get us started anyway. Okay. Set you there. Okay, so now what we need, and I'm not quite sure where these are. Is it in here? Nope. We do need an advanced airlock. So we will get that. But that's not what we're not getting what we need here. Is it in here? I think it's probably in here, hey? Our airlock, yes. So we need gold, copper, and steel there. Pop all that out. Close, turn you off. Gold. Gold, copper, and some steel. Wait a minute. What am I going after here? Kit airlock. That might be the control panel? Because it's just doors that we're looking for that, right? So let's print that. That's going to take a while. We want 2 doors. That's going to be iron and copper. Boy, lots of demands on the copper, hey? Okay. Let's turn that off for a second. Oh my God. That's not what we want. No, that's not what we want. Maybe someday I'll use something like that, but I don't even know what the hell that is. That's a big, massive thing. Like, what the hell? Wow. That's quite something. Wild. Interesting, hey? Not required, though. Definitely not required. Wrench. So we will put that away. There's my first bit of nonsense. Gotta sneak that in there. So yeah, we're not going to need that. We're going to need to. No, it wasn't in there. What are we doing in here? We are doing a door, which we need copper for. Which is in here, I guess. No. In here. It was in here. Oh, I didn't turn it on. Right. I'm going to have to go get some more copper. That's obvious that that's going to have to happen. Door. So we want 2 doors. And then here we're going to need a... I can't remember what they're called. I'll have to pop that there. This guy, advanced airlock control. That's what we need. Airlock circuit board. No, that's not it. What's that called? Control. How about if I looked up control here? Oops, control here. No, none of that. Okay, let's go into here. Airlock. So, airlock kit. No, that's for this. Airlock devices. We need lights, console. Is that all it's called? Is a console? Console monitor? Damn it! I can't remember. Advanced airlock. So this guy goes into what? Come on. What? What did you say? I don't know what that was. Let's see. Air is low, and we're getting a little bit of that. So, okay. So we're going to go into here, and we'll pause the game. How about? How to manufacture advanced airlock. You see, this would be a nice thing to just have a little bit more information right there. Goes into what? I guess it's probably just a console. Darn it. Okay, well, I'll have to... console. Console monitor, console. Active vent, passive vent, gas. Yes, console. We need a console. And that's done where? That is done... console kit. Why is that not? There we go. Console kit. It's in the electronics. Okay. So we're going to go console here. Why do we have that there? Console. It's a very non-descriptive term, isn't it? So iron, gold, and copper is what we need. Okay, well, we've got a couple of things here. Okay. We're not doing a glass. We're going to do composite. We're just going to stick with what we know right now. Like so. Did I just put that in the wrong machine? Sure I did. Copper. Where's our copper? Right there.
Air tank low.
Air tank low. Okay, so you are going to go
Waste tank caution.
actually no, that's exactly where I want it, right there. And then we're going to put this advanced airlock in there. Okay, let's go deal with all this. They're complaining and they want me to deal with things, so I will. Takes quite a while to get up to 30, doesn't it? Okay. So we will start by filter low. No, it's not that low.
Waste tank critical.
Hey,
Waste tank caution.
open it.
Air tank critical.
Filter's fine. Filter is fine. I don't care about that. But since we're in here, we might as well deal with... What are you doing? That is not what I said. Unlock and open, please. And one of this. Might as well. 90% is good. 90% is fine. Close, lock. Okay. So we're going to need a gas sensor. Not a gas sensor. We're going to need a sensor. We're going to need other things from this guy. We're going to need a vent. We're going to need 2 active vents. Where will we put you? Right down here. Just like that. Yeah. Iron, gold, and copper. So everything that's in here we need. Like so. Active. Really? I thought I put the copper in there. We have 3. Wow, we have charged through that. Okay, well, turn you off. Let's go see if we can find ourselves some copper now that it's daylight. Where are we going to go here for this? Maybe over here. Iron. iron. What is this? Ah. Boy. We're not having much luck here. Go up a bit. Anyway, I'm going to see if I can find some copper. And I will be... Oh, right. I don't think I have volatiles. So we'll get some of this too. That's cobalt? What is that? Cobalt, yeah. I don't want too much. Maybe one more thing. That's good. That was too much. Just one stack. Coal. That's probably enough. If I get more, it'll be turned into 2 stacks. That's gold. Yeah, gold. Yeah, I'm just going to... Sorry. I said I was going to leave you. Okay, I'm going to get some copper. I'll be right back. See you in a minute. Okay, we are back. We've got the copper in here. So we want to get a couple of active vents going and then a couple of passive vents, just like what we did before. Vent. 2 of those. Okay, and yeah, we're going to do this pretty much the same thing. So our passive vent will be out here and in here. And then these guys. Here. And then, do we have, oh, I have it on me. Look at that. That's handy. There. And there. I'm going to need a lot more pipe. But we'll worry about that in a minute. All right, that's pretty good. Now, what do we need to do this upright here? Plastic sheets, eh? Crowbar with glass sheets. Yeah. Like so. Nice. We are well on our way here. Okay. I should have got more oxide to throw in here. Because we do need to get... Yeah. I won't worry about that too much right now. Okay, so we've got our disc. We've got our labeler. This place, let's do some labeling. How about? This is going to be the greenhouse. So greenhouse, interior vent, greenhouse,
Filter low.
exterior vent, greenhouse, interior door, greenhouse, exterior door. That can just be, we'll just call this GH. Airlock gas sensor. That's good. I think that's it. That's all we need there. Put you in there. Grab you, because we got to put you on there. And then we're going to need a bunch of this. Wire cutters. So we can do this upright. Yeah. Okay. Let's do it. Doom, doom. Something like that. Something like that. You know, it's just as easy to just go like this. And we're going to immediately come up the center. Like so. And then like so. They're all powered. So now we can take you out of this picture. Put you in here. Turn you on. We're going to set these to 0. We want the exterior door to be named first, then the interior door. Then we want the exterior vent, interior vent, and sensor. And it's all happy, joy, joy, joy. Just like that. We're good. Okay. Put you away. Now, we need to get some sort of an environment in there that's going to work for a greenhouse. Plus, we've got this stuff on us. Yeah, we've got a lot to do here. A lot. We got to bring that insulated. We need steel and silicon for that, hey? Steel and silicon. I'm not quite sure how much we're going to need. I guess I should work on getting that. Maybe that's enough for now. Okay. Actually, we'll grab that right now. I gotta figure out the easiest way to get the right atmosphere in there. First off, we're going to need you out and a wrench in. And then we go outside. Okay. How are we going to get the atmosphere? Let's see. The temperature that we're going to want in there. In order to get some... Yeah. The day is beginning. Let's start, since we've got some light, we'll start with doing this. Because we can. Oh wow, those are exposed. I wonder if that's going to be a problem. I think that it will be a problem. I've only got one more, so I would need 3 to replace those. I think that that is a problem. Insulated liquid pipe, that's what we want. 3 more of those. Maybe 1 more just in case. And I'm going to do them from in here. Come on. Okay. Now, why is that one not exposed, though? That's what I wonder. Oops. No. There we go. Okay. So that will get us water inside. Now. Okay. How the heck do I want to deal with this? Because this is not really super straightforward. I'm going to need a bunch of yellow pipe. So let's take a look at that first. Going to need some vents. Gonna need a fair amount of this. I'll need, I think, 2 active vents. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make something really, really simple. Like, I have to control the pressure in there, and I have to control the temperature in there. And of course, oh, that's it. Okay, that's all I can do. I'll probably need them. Probably need more. Okay, so let's do some more vents. Let's make a couple of active vents. So one of my active vents is going to be pulling air from the outside and putting it and bringing it in. The other is going to be pulling air from the inside and bringing it out, which sounds a little stupid. Oh, no. No, let's just look for it. Actually, we might need a few more of 1, 2, 3. We'll go with 3 of these. Okay, so now we've got 2 active and 3 of those. We're going to need a heater. Is that in here? Yeah, just a wall heater. Simple. Just going to keep it simple. Put you there. Put you there. Put you there. Boy, I'm starting to go fuzzy on this. I'm starting to go a little fuzzy. Let's just see what we can do here. Not going to start with the heater. We're going to start with our active vents. So we're going to have an active vent in here. Actually, no, we're going to start with these ones. We'll go here, and we'll go here. And then okay. Now, we're going to want to, what do we want to do here? What the hell do we want to do? We want to draw air from the outside. So if we were to, say, branch off of this, if we had a wrench in our hand, say we wanted to branch off of that, and go here. Okay. I'm just going to do one thing at a time because I'm not going to be able to keep track of it. I'm just not going to. be able to. So let's get you out of the way. And we're going to take one of our active vents and we're going to put it right there. This one we want to set inward. And then we're going to take power. Come on. No. Oh, brother. We'll do that. And we'll get rid of this. Okay. So that's step one. Oops. It'd almost be better if these doors were just locked open. If I did this before I did everything else. Okay, so that's going to do our. We're going to bring in the outside air, which is full of CO2, which is really good for our plants. It's also going to cool things a little bit. So it will have some other stuff in it, like some pollutants, but we'll deal with that later, maybe. Or maybe we won't. I don't know. And then we need an active vent in here. The active vent in here is going to push, because we're bringing in air from the outside, that is going to increase the pressure in here. So what we want to do is, very simply, we want to take you that's going to be fine right there. Power
low.
Now, am I going to have problems pulling in air that I'm evacuating out? No, I won't, because they will be going at very different times. Well, actually, that's not true. There's a chance, but it doesn't matter if I'm pulling in the same stuff. It doesn't matter. So we can do that. And then we'll do this. Yeah, we're going to run it down like that. That sounds like a good plan. And we'll have you run along here. And we'll have to get more, clearly. Okay. And then on the outside, we can put this guy. I think this is correct. Let me know if I'm out to lunch here. And then we're also going to need a heater in there. We've got the heater on us. I should have got some more power cables. The heater. We can just put over here. That's fine. Okay. So we'll need some power cables. Power. We probably don't have anything in here, do we? Of course we don't have anything in there.
Hydration critical.
It is actually getting a little down, isn't it? And it's good that they warn you well in advance. That's really good. I like that. Maybe 20. That should be enough, eh? I probably won't need that much. Got a lot of it done already. Okay. And we're also going to need we're going to need a editor.
Hunger caution.
Oh, settle down. Why are you getting so uppity here? No, we don't need an editor. We do not need an editor. We've got our laptop already. We just need the IC chip. We need an IC housing. So we need steel and solder in here for that. Solder is there and steel is there. IC housing, go. Okay. We'll go in here. Yeah, thanks. I should just set it lower because I always preempt it anyway, so what does it matter? Take you and you off. And we'll get some water. Fill them up. Okay. Food, I guess. I shorted myself last time. Okay, so we got food, we got water, we're all good. And this thing, yeah, I'm getting close on those things, but not that close. Not that close. Okay, is there anything in here that we want to bring into the other space? I do want to get all of this, but it's not important to do it quite yet. So yeah, we're good. I've got my regular pipes. I think I put them in the cupboard out here, so we should be okay there.
Power low.
Power low. Is it really that low? 47. All right. I should just set them both to 0, really. Okay. So we have got IC housing. Now we need the whatever the heck it's called, this integrated circuit. We need gold and electrum, hey? Electrum and gold. We're also going to need our laptop. So we'll throw that in here. That's not my laptop. That's my laptop. Actually, we have other stuff we need too. We need our light. We need our light for sure. I don't think we need any more pipe. So I think that's inside. And we left it in there. Bummer. Grow light. That's what we need. We're also going to need these. And we're also going to need potato. So we might as well take them now. We'll just set these down in here wherever. Okay. So firstly, we need to hook you up, right? Okay. And we need to hook you up. What we'll do is we'll put you like so. That is on. Both of these are on. Yes, they are. And fully charged. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take the housing and we're going to put it... Oh, it's the two sides, right. Yeah, we have to run both sides. So maybe what we'll do is do something like this. Something like that. Okay, and then our grow light, which we are going to have to power up as well. So we do not have enough here. We do not have what we need. Yeah, we don't quite have enough what we need here. Shoot. And we didn't bring in any pipe here either. So I think I'm going to try and keep this kind of simple though. Yeah, I'm going to have to come quite a ways for the grow light. So I think right now, although I hear this is going to change, it's like a 5x7 spot. I think I might go right about there. So here Really? Is it 5 by 7 or is it 5 by 6? I would think it would be 6. Because we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we put something in the center here, actually we would want to go one more. So let us go. I think that's it. Is it? Nope. No, it is not. How do you deconstruct that? Wrench required to deconstruct. Wrench. You're telling me the wrong thing, though. I want the light, people. That's annoying. Grow light. That's the iron frame. Iron frame. How do you deconstruct the grow light? Wow! It will not let me touch this on its own. It won't allow me to deconstruct it. There it is. Holy cow, is that difficult? So that's my 1, 2, 3. So it's got to be about there, but it's got to be about there. Okay, we're going to go there. So what that means is that we go directly below. Yeah, that's right. That should be good. So we'll need blue pipe and we'll need some more electrical. Blue pipe. Put you in here. And more cable. As if we didn't have ridiculous amounts already going. I do have 8. Let's just get a bit. Good enough. Okay. $29 or $30 rather we've got. Okay. Let's see if that's going to do it for us. Now, can I run that straight across or do I have to go around? I can run it straight across. Good. And then we're going to need both of these. There we go. All right. So now comes the other bit. The stuff that gets me all confused. What's going on here? There we go. And then we want this right in there. And then this. So we're going to clear this solar panel out of here. We're going to go into our little library here. This is the greenhouse climate that I'm interested in. So we're going to load that in. Hopefully this will all make sense. So we've got a sense. Oh, we don't have a sensor yet. Right. We've got to go get a sensor. Okay. Let's do that. This will be a other than the, yeah. We need a sensor. And I think that's in here, isn't it? I'm not sure. Actually, it might not be. Yes, it is. Look at that. We need just a little bit of iron, please. There's the iron. Make it so. And you can turn off. Thank you. You have completed your task, as have you. We're going to need more wire so we can hook up this sensor. Like so. Oh, come on. You're doing everything but the one I need. Okay. Oh, yes. Right. And then there's that. We don't need to worry about that yet, though. Okay. So in here, we've got a bunch of... Remember in the last episode, we talked about these aliases being associated with pins on the housing. So we're going to do that. So our sensor is going to be D0 and our heater is going to be D1. So we need our screwdriver. And in here, we're going to go sensor and heater. Wall heater. And then we got what else we got here? We got D2 is the cooling vent. D3 is the pressure vent. So we're going to have to name things. Because it's out here. Of course it's out here. That's the way this works, people. Okay. Now, hopefully I'll be able to remember here. This guy is going to be, first off, you're going to be, what are you going to be? We want this set inward. Yes, this is going to be the pressure one. So, greenhouse, pressure vent. And then the other one is outside. It's outside. So that's going through the damn... Jesus. Oh, right. When I did it this way, we're going to have to do a different housing. So this is going to be greenhouse cooling. Greenhouse cooling vent. Okay. Yeah, I have to do two different housings for this. I think. Yeah, I do. I don't need this anymore. Because we're just going to do one aspect of it. We're just going to do the atmospherics for now. Okay, so we were at D2 is cooling. So let's get our screwdriver going again. D2, GH cooling vent, D3, GH pressure vent, and then this one is going to be, we actually don't even need it on this one. We don't need that grow light, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so because we got to separate it. The grow light runs on a different pattern, and you'll understand that hopefully in a minute. Most of you who are watching this already know what I'm doing here, but there's a few that might not. So we've set up our sensor, our heater, cooling vent, and pressure vent. So here we're going to load the temperature from the sensor into R0. Then we're going to if that number is less than 294, we're going to set this to 1. So this is basically test if it's less than. So if this temperature, whatever it is, which is going to be reported in Kelvin, not in Celsius. So Kelvin is 0 degrees Celsius is 273 Kelvin. So I'm basically saying 294. I'm saying if it's less than 21 degrees. So if it's 20 or less, set this R0, which used to be the temperature. I got the temperature here, and then I checked that temperature against this, and I'm going to overwrite that with a 1 or a 0. If it's less than, it's a 1. If it's more than, it's 0. Then we set the heater, the on attribute for the heater, to 1. If this is true. So I want to warm the place up. I want it to get up to over 20 degrees. That's all that does. Here we go, we're going to load the temperature again into 0. Then we're going to check to see if it's greater than. We check to see if it's greater than 294, which is what, 25? So if it's 26 or higher, because I want to keep it between 20 and 26, basically 21 and 25 for my potatoes. Why? Because if we go into here, there we go, potato. This has highs and lows. So my minimum ideal grow temperature is 20 degrees and my maximum ideal grow temperature is 30. I just chose 20 and 25. And then there's also pressure, which is between 25 and ideal is between 50 and 100, which is going to be pertinent in a second here. So yeah, we're gonna do exactly the same test on the temperature to see if it's greater than. If it is greater than that, it'll return a 1. So then we set our cooling vent to 1, which turns it on. Our cooling vent on number to 1. So that could be a little confusing there because it's either the on is false or it's true. If it's false, it turns it off. If it's true, it turns it on. So that keeps us within a range on our temperature. And then this one takes the pressure from the sensor, puts it into R0. If it's greater than 80 on the pressure, it's never going to be lower because if we're pumping cool air into here, we're going to have higher pressures. So if it's greater than 80, then we're going to turn the pressure vent on in order to pump air out of the greenhouse and lower the pressure. So that's how that's going to work. And so what we're going to do is we're going to export that, and then we're going to take that and pop it into here, and We're going to turn that on. It is not complaining right now. It's saying the temperature is too low, so it's heating us up. So, and that is exactly right. We're at minus 38.5. So you've got a hell of a job ahead of you warming this place up. But that's good. We need it to be warmed up before we start getting into... wow, you're not really heating it up much, are you? You're trying like hell to heat it up. I haven't got any openings here, I don't think. No. Wow. You are not really... It's working very hard, but not getting in, spinning its wheels right now. But that's basically it. That's all there is to that. That controls our environment. That will eventually... we've got lots of CO2 in here already, so we're doing good there. Our pressure is 2.19, so obviously we're not going to be hitting 80 anytime soon. But I'm a little surprised that that's not giving me a little bit of a temperature bump in here. It should be. Let's see, what are we at outside? Let's see. What is it in here? Minus 28. And out here? It's getting colder. No, it's warming up. It's warming up as we speak. So we should be starting to heat up in here. Minus 38.5. Why isn't it warming up in here? That's confusing. $38.4. Is that just going to take that long? I mean, I could. I don't have any. Warm, warm, warm. 28. But then it cools off right immediately. This heater is obviously does not have enough guts to do this, which I haven't run into before, actually. Not at all. No, there's atmosphere in here, so it's not like... Okay, I'm going to grab... some stuff here. That's just ice. I do have some oxide, but I don't want to use that oxide. couple on the surface and that's it? That seems weird. Okay, we'll go over here. And then it's dead. Oh, come on, really? There we go. Okay. I don't think this is really going to help matters much, to be honest with you. This is generally the way I would introduce oxygen into a space. I should be able to warm that I should be able to warm that up. Come on. Hello. Weird. Yeah, you can't do much with that in your thing. Minus 24. It's very odd. I'm going to throw that down. I'm going to introduce a little bit of oxygen into here. It is warming up now and continuing to warm. And now that will melt. Introducing a little bit more oxygen into the mix. So our CO2 here is low. I'm not worried about that. As we get our temperature up higher and higher, it will introduce some CO2 from outside into this place. But we seem to have latched onto it now. We're getting our pressure up. Our pressure's up to 30. I think that might have been part of it. If the pressure is really low, you can't really heat the space. But it's Zuchin now, so I think we're pretty good. So I think we've accomplished the first part of our greenhouse, which is great. That's kind of the confusing part. We're going to do another icy housing. I'll show you, we're way over time, but I'll show you one little thing here. In here, so we're going to clear that out. The reason why we can't combine it, CO2 intake regulator. I don't remember that. But this is it here. So what it does is it grabs the grow light. I can't. Some of this is from somebody else's code. Yeah. Maybe I've got, let's clear this. Library. What's this? No. Yeah, no, this is something else. Clear. Solar panel. Potato growing. This is it. This is it. Okay, very, very simple. So what it requires is, I'll show you here. We'll go into this guy. It wants to have light per day. It wants to have 5 minutes, or sorry, yeah, light per day. 5 minutes of light and then 3 minutes and 20 seconds of darkness, basically. That's the ratio that we're looking at, 5 minutes to 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So if I go into here, I go, okay, we're going to go through this. We're going to pause for a second. This is our grow light on D0. We're going to take that grow light. We're going to turn it, we're going to take the setting called on and set it to 1, which will turn the light on. And then we will sleep for 300 ticks. 300 ticks is 5 minutes. And then we're going to set that same on to 0, which will turn it off. And that is 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Very simple. You can't combine this with the other script because the other script needs to be running continually and checking all the time. Whereas this will sleep for 300 ticks and sleep for 200 ticks, and it's a very slow running program, so you can't combine the two. So we're going to get that one going in the next episode, and we're going to plant one of our potatoes and see if we can start getting things going there. And we'll just double check, see how we're doing. Temperature's up to 18 degrees. Look at that. Isn't that nice? And once it gets over 20, it should tick off. Or maybe once it gets to 21, ticks off. There it is. Okay, so that's working.
Air tank low.
Air tank low. Again? I just filled it. I'm going to have to do something about that. Because we're not going to have oxygen forever. We're going to need that in the next episode. It's got microwave. It's got a few different things. We're also going to set up a fridge in here, I think. So, yeah. That's it for today, though, guys. I guess I better go into the other place. We'll grab this. And
Hydration critical.
but it's not really. It's not really that critical. Put all that in there. And then we can come in here. Wow, an hour and a half. This was a long episode. Apologies for that. But we are going to probably have a little bit bigger gap in between this episode and the next one. So there is that as well. And a little bit of a bar. Oops. There we go. And we will do a little top up here too. Why not? Tops up a little less each time. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. If you're considering watching another, click the I like this button, leave a comment, and what the heck, if you haven't done so already, why not subscribe? Why not? Why not? If you've already subscribed, thank you very much. I very much appreciate it. And like I say, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the game. Let me know what you think about the series. I'm on the fence. I don't know if I should be continuing this series or not. The limit of my knowledge, I'm getting very, very close to it now. So I don't know how things are going to go from here. But yeah, please share and enjoy. And hopefully I will see you next time in Stationeers right here. So long.